Hey, what's up guys? Your average wargamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And in this video, I'm going to be featuring Tier 10 British aircraft carrier that is available for coal, and that is Malta. Malta is one of my favorite aircraft carrier besides Franklin Delano Roosevelt, simply because this gameplay will eventually show you that. And if you do like this content, and if you do like really good CV gameplays, please like, comment and subscribe, and even share, so that the other players might get some value out of this and how you can get the best out of this carrier, since it is really the most powerful carrier in World of Warships. It is definitely way better than Audacious, which is Tech 3 Tier 10 aircraft carrier that you can grind, but this is available for coal. And how strong it is, you will eventually find out. Malta is really powerful with all armaments, the rockets, the torpedo bombers, the planes, the bombs, all of them having really good strengths, and they are super versatile. You can see here I'm gonna be just using rockets against Atatara. You do have 40 rockets in payload, and even though the reticle is big, slightly bigger than Audacious, but you can see here that you do have pretty much tanky planes. And I don't know why I'm not looking at the Atatara here when I'm using rockets, but I will get the fire, which is pretty nice. And for some reason I'm just eating flags, which I think is not the best thing to do, but still the planes you can see are still pretty tanky, and I will eventually get another strike. And I didn't realize that the Maximilian gets spotted and got chunked pretty hard by our Satsuma, because our Satsuma is my division mate, and he is basically wrecking the Maximilian out there at long ranges. You can see here, he literally killed that guy in the start of the match. So I know that the game might be over for the Maximilian, and I will try to kill him because he turned out. So we have to do something about it, because if you see the CV with 2000 HP, you have to kill him, because if you don't kill him, he will still having his planes coming out of his hangar or deck, I would say, and that could be a problem. Because why are you just not even killing him? You can have one strike on Malta. Malta has pretty powerful strike on torpedo bombers, and I'm using the torpedo bombers on Sicilia here. So hopefully I might get some torpedo hits. As you can see here, you do have 4 torpedoes, and well, these torpedoes does pretty hard damage, like 6,533, which is pretty good. And well, Maximilian having no HP left whatsoever, it's like 2,700. So we all know that if someone managed to shoot him, he will die, but I will take this job and hopefully able to kill him after Satsuma did his job, which basically sniped him pretty much hard. And you can see here that I did like 83,000 spotting damage. So you can see here, just at the start of the game, taking down Maximilian can be a really powerful thing. Like, if you kill a tier 10 carrier at the start of the game, you have now 80 to 90% chance of winning the game. If your team is not complete, doing the throw things. If they don't throw, the game has pretty much a potential to win. Like, it's pretty much possible. And you can see here, I got the first blood on Maximilian. But I don't want to showcase to you the CV Snipe. I want to showcase you the firepower, the strong characteristics of Malta. And Malta is really powerful because its AB bombs are very versatile. Against light cruisers, they can be absolutely devastating. The bombs you drop are 15 in just a single strike. You do have 3 strikes. You can see here, you do have 3 attack runs. And well, you can deliver a devastating strike on cruisers, like light cruisers particularly, with these AP bombs. So I'm just gonna go and drop the battleship, because they are also pretty versatile against battleships as well. If you get so many bomb hits, which in this case I will try to get so many bomb hits, and you can see here I only get 3 penetration since the Sicilia health is pretty low. But I will try to showcase you these bombs against Smolensk, because Smolensk is a light cruiser, and it is very vulnerable against Malta AP bombs. Now, if I have I do have a bit of a luck out there, but for some reason I got 8 penetration hits and I got only 2 citadel hits, which is kind of unfortunate. I would have easily def strike that Smolensk, but I'm not sure why I did not get that much damage, but it's okay. I can just deliver the strike again once he runs out of the smoke, because that's the thing I have to do. He smoked up simply because he realizes the biggest threat is going to be Malta, and he cannot do anything if I kill him. So he smoked up. He's trying to survive with some HP that he has right now in smoke, and as long as possible. But I will come back for him because I know that I have to kill him eventually. The Shimakaze is taking some damage, and he's trying to dodge and maybe trying to do something about the position out there, but he's in a terrible position. And I dropped the Smolensk, but I think it's not the best idea to do it in smoke. It's really not a good idea. But on the other hand, I'm gonna go and drop the Petro. Now you can see here that the torpedo bombers are very, very tanky, and I'm just gonna get a good strike on Petro, hopefully, because Petro is not turning out. He's just moving sort of a straight liner. So I will get how much torpedoes? Yeah, 3 torpedo hits, which is pretty good. I mean, I don't know how I managed to not get all bomb hits, but still that's fine. I do have a full AP bomb strike again, and since I know that the Smolensk smoke isn't gonna last long now I'm quite sure the Smolensk smoke will be running out, so I am just gonna go and kill him, because he's trying to kill our destroyers. You can see here, he not only killed our Shimakaze, but he also killed our Adriatico. Now these GDs are playing really terrible, without a doubt. They were doing pretty bad. And you can see here that the Smolensk is in a terrible spot, and well, if I get a good aim on him, I know that he won't survive. It's really not possible for him to survive. With this, out of smoke, Smolensk is pretty vulnerable. And I'm gonna go and drop him. And hopefully, if the RNG says yes, well, I got 13,000 damage, which is pretty nice, but still I didn't manage to get a damage, which is pretty unfortunate. And he's still surviving with 16 HP, like what the hell? But finally, a Thunder killing Smolensk at the end, which is pretty nice, and we get rid of him, which is very important. So now I can just take my good time, and go back and do maybe damage to battleships or Petropavlovsk out there. Petro is a good target, but I don't remember which target that I will pick in this situation. But you will find out that according to my situational awareness, I will try to pick my best target right now. In this case, Atatara, I think I might go for the Atatara. It seems to be like that because he is kinda, in a terrible spot. He does not have really good A, and I can deliver like potentially 40,000 damage with 2 strikes, because again, Malta does have insane torpedoes. You can see here 6,500, which is definitely pretty absurd, and hopefully I will get some good damage. As you can see here, there is also a Shimakaze with having its A turned on, and I'm doing the same thing like FDR does, but you can do that on Malta as well, but not in a best way. Like Malta, yeah, it's a bit not easy to do that. No, but unfortunately, in the case of Adatara, he got depth strike and he got detonated. That's pretty unfortunate, because I was thinking that he won't get depth strike like this. I don't remember that. I actually didn't remember that I'm going to detonate him. Poor guy didn't have detonation flag, so that's pretty unfortunate. And you can see here the Marcel, I get 1 torpedo hit, didn't get a best of the torpedo hit, but it's okay. I can come back and drop him again. And finally coming back again with AP bombs. Now there are not a whole lot of light cruisers out there. There's no Brisbane and Smolensk, so the value gets a bit lower the less light cruisers will be in the game. You can see here there is no Minotaur or Brisbane or anything. I killed the Smolensk with AP bombs, where the multi-AP bombs really shine. They are also very good against battleships, don't get me wrong. You can do like 10,000 damage pretty consistently if it's a big target. But still, against Petropavlovsk and Salem and Des Moines, it's not going to be doing much damage. You can see, you will be able to find out that what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to go against the Petro. I think I will go for the Marcel. Now, Marcel has pretty low HP, and I thought of getting a good bomb hit, so let's see if I can get some damage. You can see here that the Marcel is kind of in a terrible spot, so I will drop him like this, it won't be getting Citadel or anything. You can see there is also 3 non-pens. You know, it's a heavy cruiser, so the damage output will get pretty less. And since it's a very small profile, you are not going to have an easy time landing all 15 bomb hits. So this is something that you should be keeping in mind if you are dropping the bombs on heavy cruisers. But still, regardless, if I do have a good RNG, I can do some damage. In this case, I only did 10,000 damage, which is pretty low in terms of output. It's really not that great. Rockets would have maybe set a permanent fire, but that's fine. That's gonna be okay. But on the other hand, I am permanently spotted by a destroyer. You can see here, Satsuma pinged me as well, and this is purely based on situational awareness. You will find out that if you have a really good situational awareness in CV, as a CV player, you can just find out these DDs that are trying to snipe you back. You can see here, I sniped the maximum, but that's basically the combination of me and my division mate. But on the other hand, you can see here that UrAvgWarGamer is trying to be pretty cheeky. He's trying to be pretty cheeky and is trying to basically go towards me and trying to get some torpedo hits on me. But you know, if you are a decent player, Malta player, or any CV player, good CV player in World of Warships, well, it's not gonna be lasting for too long for this UrAvgWarGamer in this case. And I put the fighter plane on top of him, and the thing is that he will waste a bit of my time because, well, he will be in smoke, and I know that if he comes out of the smoke, I have to keep him lit and spotted, because otherwise he will just rush me and try to do some spotting, and that's not gonna be good. But still, that's part of the game. If there is a DD that is trying to do something here, well, he will definitely going to pay the price. Carriers are still very powerful in terms of spotting potential. And I'm not sure, guys, that how the CV rework will address this sort of sniping, because it's going to be a lot much easier for destroyers to snipe you more. But, well, I'm not sure about the CV rework by now. Like, we still don't know exactly what Wargaming is thinking about the CV rework, so I'm not talking about that for now. But anyways, I'm using torpedo bombers here at the moment, which is probably not the best of the thing to do. And you can see here he's slowed down. He's trying to rush me, like still rush me crazy. And I should be using rockets, but since I want to just keep him spotted, well, that's what I'm gonna try to do. I just get some torpedo hits maybe, and I will come back for the rockets. But well, let's see if I can get a torpedo hit or not. Oh my goodness. That's pretty unfortunate that this UrAvgWarGamer does not even know how to dodge torpedoes, and yet people say that CVs are overpowered. Well, you can see here why. So, it was a good thing at the end. I killed the UrAvgWarGamer, and well, I set him in the chat. Try again, sniping me, UrAvgWarGamer. Yeah, because he does not learn his lesson. But now he eventually does. I think he might have sniped CVs already a lot before, so you know, he might be good in that, and that's the reason why he's trying to do this again. Otherwise, it's not really a good idea to snipe CVs, but well, anyways, in this case, we do have 6 ships versus 4. Now, they do have Elbing, Montana, and Petro, and I can go for the Petro here, but for now, I do have rockets, and I could just maybe swap for something else, for sure. But I will try to go and use the rockets on either of the Petro or Montana. So I'm just gonna wait and you know, watch that which target will I choose, because I exactly don't remember. But what I can tell you here is that the Petro is not a good target because he's bowing in, and I can go for the Montana since Montana does have a big superstructure. And I think that's the reason why I get for the Montana. But oh my goodness, whoa, what, the Vermont has taken a really good hit on the Monty, and that basically forced me to use the rockets on the Petro. And since I was not dodging the flags, well, my planes did get some damage, but it's okay. Still getting some rocket hits. So you can see here the rockets are not good against Petro here, and torpedo bombers would be a lot much better. But anyways, I'll try to showcase you these rockets and maybe can shoot down some AA modules, because I can at least do some damage to them. So you can see here, oh, getting chunked by Vermont again, which is pretty nice. So Petro is in huge trouble. And on the other hand, this game is again seems to be looking like over. So you can see here the Malta is really powerful. you do have insane armaments. You can see the AP bombs does really well against Smolensk. And well, let me just skip it a bit because it's gonna take a bit of a time. Okay, so Vermont unfortunately died by Petro. Petro guns are really powerful, you know that. So I'm just gonna go and drop this Petro, and he's kind of bowing right now. And he might be thinking that he might survive, but you can see here that the Malta does also have the same thing that you can find on FDR. You can use these torpedoes and maneuver them during attack run, and that's what I'm simply doing here. I'm just gonna go and drop the Petro, and we'll get a good strike. I just need to land a couple of torpedoes. In this case, he will eat all 4 torpedoes and eventually die, which is pretty nice. And I also got the Kraken, which is very nice, and my division mate is pretty happy about that. Even the Petro is saying pretty good. So well, you can see here Malta is really powerful. I did good damage to all ship targets, ship classes, really good damage to torpedo DDs, battleships, cruisers, destroyers, everyone. Malta is good in every single thing, and that's the reason why I really love Malta right now in this state. Even though they do have nerfed the bombs, but it is still very, very powerful. You can see here I'm just gonna do the same thing against Yamato. Yamato obviously does not have that maneuverability to turn in, so I'm just gonna do the same turning in shenanigan like you do in FDR. And you can see here I'm trying to get some good angle on the Yamato, but he's a bit fast, so I might get only 3 torpedoes, which is okay. And fortunately I also spot the Elbing, which is pretty funny enough. And for some reason Elbing has its AA turned off, and I'm just gonna go and drop the torpedo. Maybe I might get a torpedo hit, I don't know. But well, the torpedo bombers are really, really reliable and high damaging. To be honest, they can just do pretty good. And since, well, you can see here that I don't know why I did swapped for, yeah, I did go for the torpedo bombers, and I just did not use the rockets because I can actually get some torpedo hits on the Elbing. I mean, that's totally up to you. I mean, I'm also comfortable in dealing destroyers against torpedoes, with torpedoes, because torpedoes are really good. They're very reliable against destroyers, especially these heavy destroyers like Elbing. Elbing is like almost a heavy cruiser, it's pretty long as well. So you do have a good chance, in hitting some of these torpedoes, and they can deal pretty decent damage as well. But anyways, guys, this is pretty much over. And if you do like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will try to skip it up to the Elbing where he will finally meet me. So finally, I spot the Elbing, and you can see here a lot of players are saying, my division mate is saying that he's full HP. I don't know why this Elbing is not even using its AA. You can see here, I don't know what he's trying, but he's getting spotted, and I'm just getting spotting damage. And you can see here he's turning out, and I don't know what he's trying. And you can see here the torpedo is going to be pretty easy to land, but it's pretty unfortunate that what he's trying to do. Like, I don't know what to do or what to say about it. Like, this is unfortunate. Come on. You can't be serious playing like this in World of Warships. Like, you are playing tier 10 destroyer. But I can't say anything, man. These players sometimes it's pretty unfortunate to see some of these players in World of Warships. And you can see here Elbing is one of those those examples. But anyways, we will leave that aside, and you can see that the credits that I earned are pretty insane. You can see that the game is already very, very good. You can see here, if I get this much damage, this much kills, and citadel hits, floods, and each and everything, that the base XP will be pretty good. Kraken, devastating strike. I mean, I got detonation on that Adatara, poor guy. Combat Scout, which is pretty usually possible on CVs. Team score wise, 2.8k base XP. You can see here how much powerful Malta really is. And I do have a really good battleship player, Satsuma, and he did play that well as well. So yeah, that's basically the game. Now you can see here how much damage that I did to Smolensk. 31,000 damage with 15 bombs. So he definitely got a really hard time taking on Malta. Did some good damage to Petro, Elbing. That Elbing was literally not playing World of Warships, unfortunately. Yamato, some torpedo hits, as well as even Marseille. So I hope you liked the video, and if you do like the content, if you do like good CV gameplays or any other ship class, please like and even comment me down below what do you want to see more in World of Warships, and I will try to post some of those videos. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you into the next one. Peace out.